MLK Day is important because it's an opportunity for us to reflect on all the strides that were taken by Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King during a tumultuous time in American history where we grew and expanded as a nation. And so when I reflect back and I think about that moment, a lot of the efforts underway during that time laid the foundation so that individuals like me could thrive today. And that fight continues today as well, as we recognize that this is a continuous kind of endeavor to bring about equality in the United States of America.
MLK Day is important to me because as we apply the core values in the Air Force, we think about integrity, service, and excellence. His excellence obviously is inspiring, and it makes me see that you can be a part of something greater than yourself in order to be great individually and collectively.
MLK Day is important to me because I feel he set an example of perseverance and being able to continue on in the midst of adversity.
His efforts affected the military because women and men, we can work together, all races. I feel like everyone comes together and we can just get the mission done.
We're all standing for something that's bigger than ourselves. And when I put on this uniform every day, I'm proud to know that I actually have a voice and I'm fighting for the people that come ahead and they wear this uniform and they can wear it proudly.
As we expand on the initial question, we can apply service before self. So he put himself in imminent danger, he put himself in harm's way, and he was brave enough to see his purpose out, and I think that that's something that all of us that put on the uniform can kind of definitely relate to. And in doing so, we become part of something bigger than ourselves.
What speaks to me the most is his efforts to stand for something that's bigger than himself. It wasn't just about him. He was thinking forward, thinking for the future, not just for himself, but for his kids and the people that came after.
Dr. Martin Luther King's legacy speaks most to me. He was just like us. So he was a young man, he was thriving, he hit a rough patch, he lost his faith, but then he came to. So he stayed resilient and focused in his mission and what he wanted to do, and he didn't let any person or group of people or company or anything like that stop him within his tracks.
Well, MLK actually happens to be a fraternity brother of mine. He crossed Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated at Boston University, and I happen to be a member of that same fraternity. And so when I think about the aims of the fraternity, that speaks to me of manly deeds, scholarship, and love for all mankind. And I think about that love for all mankind piece with the fraternity, and that speaks to my heart because that's the way I try to operate as a commander here at Joint Base Andrews. I try to operate with love and care for the airmen that I'm entrusted to lead. And so that absolutely speaks to me today.
My favorite MLK quote is, "Darkness cannot drive out darkness, only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate, only love can do that." And that's from his Strength to Love speech in 1963. And how that really resonates with me is, I believe like when I come into work, if people are down or having a bad mood or something like that, I just want to bring that positive energy and positive vibe, because if I continue on what they're bringing, negative energy, nothing's going to get done. Nobody's going to be on the up and up. So I just truly believe that if we stay humble, have love within our hearts, and care for one another, we'll drive out anything that's not working in our favor.
My favorite MLK quote is, "If you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, just keep moving forward."
My favorite MLK quote would have to be, "Faith is taking the first step when you can't see the whole staircase." And I love that because faith is everything, and if you don't have faith, then you don't have anything.
I think how we could keep his legacy going is empowering our youth by giving them a sense of pride in who they are and where they came from and the history of African Americans, and showing them that when the going gets tough, you still have to keep going.
We think about a baton and we think about a relay race. It's a team effort, something that can't be done by yourself in order to finish the course. Dr. Martin Luther King was a giant, so therefore we're standing on his shoulders. He led the way, and I think the best way we can fulfill his legacy is follow his example, but also we have to kind of like pave a way for our legacy that we want to leave behind as well.
I think we can keep the King legacy going by leading with love and leading with courage. When you reflect back on some of the tremendous strides during King's kind of run as a civil rights leader in America, he led with love and he led with courage. His focus was on equality. His focus was on taking care of individuals to our left and to our right, no matter their religion, no matter their race or background. And I feel like that is something that we can absolutely capture today as we embody and move forward with wingman concepts of taking care of our wingmen to our left and our right.